welcome to my channel. This is Juanita. Today I'm going to be planting 5 hostas. It has been extremely hot, and so I got to get these in the ground really quick. Let me tell you, we're not used to 110, 114 weather, and today is supposed to get really hot. In fact, I'm feeling my shoulder right now kind of burning up from the sun coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and plant these. My hydrangeas, oh my God, I didn't think they were going to survive. They were actually like shriveled up because of the heat. I was out here like an emergency fire truck watering them and hoping that they pop back up, and they did. So I just got to keep an eye on this water, make sure that they're very well hydrated. Now my hostas didn't get hurt at all, and that is what I'm going to be planting today. I'm going to be planting 5 hostas, and then I'm going to do a Blacklight Susan. I couldn't find any clematis, so I'm going to do a Blacklight Susan to go up this trellis here. So I'm going to do it as quickly as possible. Now the hostas that I'm going to be planting, and I staked each hosta and spread them out according to the size that they're going to get. Now hostas don't get really big really fast. They're a slow grower, but over time they will fill out, and I don't want to have to move them. So I'm going to plant them all in this area because this gets quite a bit of shade, even though it looks kind of sunny right now. But it will get the morning sun, but it'll definitely get all afternoon shade. But I have a blue angel back there. I have a Patriot, and I just love this one because of its foliage, and I'll bring you closer right after I plant them. And then right here I have a Hudson Bay, and back here I ordered from Eden Brothers, and I'm not sponsored, I'm not affiliated with them, but I ordered a variety of hostas. I don't know how many hostas are in this bag here, but they gotta be plant, but they're giants. And then back here, but I have a blue ivory over in this corner. So yeah, let me get these in the ground, and as always, I am going to be putting fish fertilizer on my plants to establish the roots. However, hostas don't really like to be fertilized. They prefer just to be left alone. So I don't fertilize them a lot, but to establish them, I think it's going to be okay. I've done it to the other ones, so it should be okay. And then over on the trellis, because I couldn't find the clematises or the climbing rose that I want, I'm going just to do a Blacklight Susan on there because it's just gorgeous. Now this did take a beating yesterday. I don't know if it can handle the afternoon sun. I'm really hoping that it will once it's in the ground, but while it was in the pot, did not do good. I'm surprised it's out. So I'm going to place that one over there. I'm going to get started before it gets any hotter. And hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me today. See how many I have of these. So it looks like I have 4. So I'm going to do 2 of them right here. And this one here, this one looks like it's not doing extremely well. Actually, there's 2 more here. These don't look like they made it. I'm going to plant them anyway. This one, it still looks like it's doing well, even though it, it's doing well. It's got a little leaf coming up. So that one I'll plant over here. And now I don't know the variety of this. They didn't give me a description. They just said they were giants, and so I'm gonna guess that from the leaf, it looks like it's a blue giant.
I know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around you. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you. I know that you are having trouble.
There, that'll protect it from the chickens, and I am so sweaty. My glasses are dripping. Oh, this is how hot it is. I am like dripping. Oh my God, my glasses are just like soaked. But this will protect the chickens. This will protect the chickens from getting into that hosta and killing it. It'll definitely give them a chance. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it close so you can take a good look at it. Put that in place and then give you a whole view of this. Okay, so here's the Patriot, and look at the leaves. I just love this white rim. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and then the lines on them are just gorgeous, and they just have a little bit of a kind of like a light green to dark green, and then the white leaves here, and I just think this is a gorgeous plant. It doesn't get very big. It's only about maybe 15 to 18 inches wide, so it should fill this whole little area up really well. And then of course my blue angel here. Look at how beautiful that blue looks. It just is stunning, and that's going to be a giant, so this is going to fill out this whole entire square right here. I mean, it is just going to be massive, and I'm excited about that. I love giant hostas, but that blue that just comes out of that is, I can see why they call it a blue angel. And then, you know, I love the way the leaves, you know, just kind of cup over and under, and the lines on them are just gorgeous. But yeah, I like it, and I'm excited. And then right over here is my Hudson Bay, and it already has a flower. And this one will get about 24 inches in diameter. And this is just as gorgeous, just like that chartreuse color inside it. And, you know, they vary, you know, from a lighter color to a chartreuse inside. So this is just a beautiful, beautiful plant. You know, I'm not really crazy about any of the hosta blooms. They're nice, but I primarily choose hostas for their foliage, the colors, and the size that they are. The flower, this is like a really pale pink, and it's gonna be nice. It'll be really a nice addition, but yeah, I primarily just do it for the leaves. And then of course here's my other giant hosta, and I'm gonna guess that it, looking at the leaves and the structure of the leaves, it does look like it's possible that it is a blue angel hosta, but it could be a different variety. When I compare the leaf form, and I'm going to cut that one because I don't want to take the energy away from the other plant. But I'm really happy that this is growing and surviving. And this is the blue Patriot, and this one is just stunning. Look at how narrow these leaves are. And of course, it kind of mimics a little bit of the Patriot, where it's got that little rim on the edges. Now this is probably going to be more yellowish as it gets older, but hopefully it'll stay some white so it can counterbalance the other one. But look at how narrow these things are. That's just gorgeous. I absolutely love that one. And then, of course, I planted that other giant hosta right here. It should fill this whole entire area here. And again, it's got just a little tiny leaf on it. And you can't hardly even tell, but it's right there. I tend to use tomato wire a lot for plants, especially around chickens, because they need to be protected. And then my Blacklight Susan. I didn't give you guys a really good angle. Sorry about that when I was planting it. But look at how beautiful that is. I just love this. It's an annual. So, but it'll climb up. I'll stake it up and try to train it to go up this trellis over here. But yeah, I love this hydrangea. It's doing well. I think I'm going to plant another hydrangea right here. And I definitely will be planting a climbing hydrangea over here. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so this was not part of the plan, but I've got to move that hosta over here. It is just getting fried, and we are expecting, like I said, a record high of 115 degrees tomorrow. And that is going to toast that hosta over here. And I don't want to lose it. So I found a spot on my side garden. I'm going to dig it out and bring you over. Okay, so I found this spot here. It'll get some sun, but it'll be a lot better than where it was. Let me get a little bit of fish fertilizer. That's going to be so much happier then. I'll clean this up. And I'm also going to add some good organic dirt to it. Just to give it that little added moisture. Now this has more water than fish fertilizer in it. So what I'll do is I'll cut these dead leaves or this burnt leaves off. And the reason for that is so that I take away the energy that the plant is giving to this to concentrate on the healthier leaves. There. Now, it looks so much healthier. And I am sweating. Oh my gosh. I'm a total sweat hog. There. And that's going to look so much nicer there. Tilt it a little forward so I can concentrate on going out this way. This spot needed something anyway, so there. When you water your hostas, especially on a hot day, always water them. Always water them from below. And you'll avoid burning the leaves. So now that I have you on this side, since I'm dealing with hostas, I want to show you my first blush hosta. It is coming out great, and I thought I lost one of them, but it's actually coming out. So I'm really excited about that. So I've got like 2 or 3 first blush hostas that I'll show you. And then I'm going to show you my tomato plant and for sure be done. So do you see this? It is gorgeous and I'm so excited. I've got to add a little bit more dirt in here. And then I have another one coming up right here and then that one right over here. So yeah, they're coming out. They're great. And then do you see my giant hosta here? Now I don't know what type of hosta this is. If you know what type it is, let me know. I want to say that it's a brim cup, but I'm not 100% sure. But the flowers on them are really super dense, and that's just plays off of my Jack Frost over there. So do you see my my cherry tomatoes? I've got 3 here, got a couple of them growing here, and I did have to cut some of the limbs off of this plant off because it got really fried yesterday, and so I had to just make it look healthy. But see how this whole container, you can do something like this, even in a bucket. You know, get an old bucket if you can and just put like a, you know, drill like a 1-inch diameter hole in it. Take the dirt off your plant, off of your, what is this? A tomato plant. And shove it in there, put dirt in it, add some plants up here just for color. I mean, it's just stunning. Anyway, I love it. Hope you do too. So let me show you where I dug out that hosta. So in place of this hosta over here, I'll just plant something else that really loves the sun because that does get some intense afternoon sun. That hosta, I should have probably never planted it there, but it had been doing good for 2 years. But I'm glad that I moved it. Again, it wasn't part of the plan. It's still a hosta. So I'm glad that I moved it. With that said, I will just give you a quick tour after this. But for now, thank you for watching. And I will see you guys on my next video. Love you. Bye-bye.